It is the crypto entrepreneur. Haven't seen you guys in quite a while. I think the last time I posted a video was probably about almost 3 weeks ago. So, for those of you who are watching, I appreciate you guys being patient. And for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I've been pretty active on Twitter, kind of posting what I've been up to and what my moves have been in cryptocurrency, but I wanted to kind of update everyone with a quick video. I tried to do a live stream, but for some reason it wasn't working. So for now, we're just going to have to opt with good old screen share. Next time I talk to you guys, I will have a camera so you can actually see me. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And also, I'm going to live stream next time. But the point of this video was basically to tell you guys where I'm at. So a lot has happened over the past 3 or 4 weeks in crypto. We're in the midst of a bull market, as a lot of you know. And I've done quite a few things to my portfolio since we last talked. So the last time we talked, I think I had my portfolio spread out in a few different coins, and that changed. I'm moving to New York now, so I need to, and apologize, I have a stuffy nose, but I needed to cash out some of my crypto to basically fund my move. So as you can see here, I cashed out about 50% of my crypto. And what I did was I went into Bitcoin, basically sold my alts, went into Bitcoin, and then I bought some BNB, which for those of you who don't know, BNB is Binance. Binance is a new Chinese exchange, and they have been super hot. Like, they were one of the first exchanges to carry Neo and gas, and they are adding more coins every day. If you're interested in ICOs, you can use BNB coins to buy ICOs. If you have BNB coins or Binance coins, then you get like 50% off your fees when you're trading on Binance. It's a really interesting platform, and I thought that it was a no-brainer to get into, as some of you guys might have seen me post on Twitter. BNB, no-brainer, I'm gonna buy in, and we bought in at around $1. And let's go see what BNB is at right now. I obviously I don't still hold it, but I'm interested in seeing what it's at. So it's at $2.12. I sold it around $2.40. So that was a really nice profit, considering I had like 100% of my portfolio in there, which was around, I think it was like $30,000 in there, maybe a little less, maybe like $25,000. And as you can see today, I'm sitting pretty with about 41K, but we'll get to how I got to there. So I held BNB for a bit, but honestly, you guys, the reason I ended up cashing out of BNB is because, so if we go back to the home of CoinMarketCap, let's go to trade volume categorized by exchange. The main reason that I was in BNB was because it directly correlates to how much volume the exchange has. And Binance was growing as an exchange. I mean, they were like on this list, they were number 9 or number 10 a few days. And I thought it was going to keep growing, but it didn't. Binance, like, this is about half of the total trading volume as they had about a week ago. At a week ago, they were at like 130 or 140 million 24-hour volume, and now they're at 73 million. So, in the long run, they could be a successful exchange, but for a short-term hold, I just felt that it wasn't really a great place to be. So I sold out at 240. I want to say I'm kind of happy to see it down at I think it was like 210ish. Not happy for those of you that hold it, but it kind of confirms my thoughts that the coin is directly going to mirror the volume of the exchange. So who knows? Let's see if it drops down to back to the dollar range, and I might buy in again. They have a successful platform, and they're helping launch a bunch of ICOs, so we're going to keep it on our radar. So what we did is we ended up diversifying into a bunch of different coins, most of which I've held in the past, so I felt comfortable diving into them. And as you can see here, so this is Blockfolio. If you guys don't use Blockfolio, I highly recommend it for keeping track of your crypto coins or cryptocurrency, whichever you want to call it. So I went heavy into Dash. About 50% of my portfolio went straight into Dash. And the reason for that is a few things. So first and foremost, privacy coins are on the rise right now. And I don't know if that's because of the SEC. I don't know if that's because of just people getting overall paranoid over some of these big deep web markets that have been shut down. I just feel like people are really starting to look into privacy coins. And when we look at privacy coins, the main ones I want you guys to look at are going to be as follows. So Dash, that was my pick. It's not necessarily the best privacy coin, but there are some other things that I'm going to talk about that Dash has coming up, like Dash Evolution. But besides Dash, Monero has been monstrous lately. And I know I told you guys a few videos ago that I didn't like Monero, and I still don't like Monero, but it's a privacy coin, and for that reason, it is hurtling upwards. After Monero, probably the best privacy coin is Zcash, which I did mention as a favorite coin of mine. It was the coin of the day of mine like a month ago. So let's see what Zcash has been up to. So yeah, Zcash has steadily been rising. I would still buy it. I might even consider cashing out on some of my Dash, maybe when it hits 400 again, and going back in the Zcash. But we'll have to see. I honestly, I think Dash, as soon as Dash Evolution is released, and as soon as people understand what their goal is, I really think the sky's the limit. I could see Dash going up into the thousands, kind of like Bitcoin. Another thing with Dash, you got to know that the supply of Dash really isn't that much. Look, there's 8 million Dash floating around. Compared to Bitcoin, there's about 16 million Bitcoin floating around. So Bitcoin has twice the supply. So basically what that tells us is the price of Dash is really equivalent to 2x of what Bitcoins would be. So what I'm saying is Dash is really, you could look at Dash this way. Dash is really worth 2 times of 364 if you want to compare it to Bitcoin. That's just, off the cuff, adding up numbers. It's not totally accurate, but the lower the circulating supply of as a coin, the greater the price should be, as long as there's interest and the market cap is rising. So that's why I bought into Dash. I'm probably going to hold it. I don't see myself selling it anytime soon. I might take profits, like I said, at around 400, but I'm going to keep the bulk of it until we go higher. So after Dash, I bought into GNT, which is Golem. I forgot for a second. And I held Golem a while ago. I love Golem. And the reason I'm holding it now is if you look at a chart of Golem, so way back when Ethereum was doing that sprint up to like 400 plus, Golem got up to, let's see, Golem was up there, like it was almost at 70 cents, and maybe it did get the 70 cents at one point. But right now we're sitting around only 29 cents. And what I like to do with Golem is I look at the Ethereum to Golem ratio. So let's check this out real quick. So if we look at when Ethereum was at its high, all right, so let's go grab Ethereum. Oh, sorry. We have to go to currencies. Ethereum is a currency. And we're gonna ballpark this, but when Ethereum was at its high, so we'll just grab a number here, 391 on June 13th. 391, June 13th. Let's see what Golem was at on June 13th, or at least around that area. Okay, we can get exact. So Golem was at 59 cents. June 13th. Okay, so let's do a let's just do a quick Ethereum to Golem ratio. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. People will say that doesn't matter, this and that. But this is how I sometimes figure out what's a good buy and what's not a good buy. So the ratio is about 662 for June 13th. Let's see where we're at right now. Right now, Golem is worth 31 cents, and Ethereum is worth 351. Let's see what that ratio is. All right, so look at this. So that ratio is considerably higher, which tells me there's room for Golem to grow. If we take this 662 ratio and we kind of factor it into where Golem is right now, that tells me that there's a lot of room for it to grow. And if you look at the chart here, I mean, you can see like Ethereum is kind of closing in on its last all-time high, like it's getting close, but Golem is still kind of just floating down here. And I think Golem and Ethereum really marry each other in price. So this is the reason, long story short, I'm saying I think Golem's a great buy right now. I might dump more into it. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Another upside of Golem is it's a Ethereum token, so you could store it on a Ledger Nano. You don't have to keep it on an exchange, which is great for me. I hate having to keep coins on exchanges. That's Golem. Stratus. I've always loved Stratus, and I know a lot of other people like it too. It's extremely undervalued right now, and I want something in my portfolio that's that represents Ethereum, or not Ethereum, something that represents the enterprise blockchain. When I say that is Stratus will go out and solve enterprise solutions for large companies, and it's a big business. It's essential to invest in a coin that can cover you as far as having exposure into that area. So right now, I bought Stratus. I think I bought it like around $5, so we're at $6.89 now. I'm probably gonna hold it until we get back up to $11. It might go higher from there. We'll just have to see, but it's been on the up and up lately. Similar to Stratus, SIS is a smaller enterprise blockchain coin, and SIS is even more undervalued than Golem. If you look at SIS's chart, they're like way down here, and back in, let's see, back in June, like we were almost at 24 cents. Today we're at 15 cents. So there's a lot of room for growth there. The last coin I bought into was PTOY or PTOY, and the reason I bought into PTOY is they recently had a partnership with Dash, which I thought was positive at the time, but as I've looked into it more and more, it's really not a big deal for PTOY. It's more of a big deal for Dash. And also, I've looked at the team that PTOY has. I'm not too crazy about their team. I'm a recruiter by career, and I've just looked at their developers. None of them really impressed me too much. I mean, you look at this guy, their chief architect. He's worked one job, it looks like, from LinkedIn. Naval Postgraduate School, I don't know what that is. I mean, if you went to a reputable school and worked at like a reputable company, that'd be different. I also looked at Michael Beer's background, wasn't too impressed there. The founder, I think she's got a pretty good background, but again, it's nothing that really blows me away. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more from a coin that's really shown a lot lately. So I think I'm going to be cashing out of PTOY, and I'm going to cash out a little bit of my STRAT, maybe a little bit of my Dash whenever it hits a high mark. And some of the possibilities, I was supposed to fill this in before the show, but I'm just going to fill this in now. So some of the possibilities I've been thinking of, been Qtum, Neo. I want to cover my Asian crypto bases. The goal here is to be diversified, and I'd like to get one coin that is an Asian crypto coin. Another possibility could be OMG. I held that for a little while, and that performed really well. Some other coins that I might consider, to be honest, you have to go back to CoinMarketCap to refresh my memory here. So some other coins I'm going to consider would be LISK. Have been hearing a lot of great things about them lately. Zcash, Steam, which has always been my favorite. Factum, which is another favorite of mine. Decred, which keeps going up. I gotta check that out. PIVX. I used to own PIVX. And maybe ARDR. And UBQ. Yeah, I think those are the ones that I really consider. Would love to hear what you guys think in the comments. But that's pretty much it for today's show. I just wanted to catch you guys up on kind of where my head was at as far as rebalancing my portfolio. I'll have to get the exact numbers, but this month I am, I've more than doubled my portfolio, so that move into BNB really helped out. I think I went from I'll have to get the exact numbers from you guys because I don't want to say something that's not true, but basically I made a lot of money over the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I want to keep up that momentum. My goal is to hit 100K by the end of the summer, which is coming up really quick. When I say end of the summer, I mean like end of September. So let's see if we can do it. I think it's possible. We're in a bull market right now, and all it takes is finding that one coin that could just take you for a ride, a good ride. So that's pretty much it. Would love to hear the comments. Again, sorry it's for the massive delay posting this, but please pay attention to my Twitter. I'm on Twitter on a daily basis, and Hopefully, I'll be live streaming sometime this week. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good day.